Okay. Let's try this again. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Let's try this.
Okay, we good. Finally, man. Lord have mercy, man. That was frustrating, but we should be good right now. Let me know how the audio sounds. Let me know how the audio sounds, guys. Let me know how the audio sounds, and if we're coming out clear, if everything's sounding clear. Let me know how the audio sounds. Wait. Let me know how the audio sounds for you guys watching the show. But yeah. Welcome to Forever Undisputed. And yeah, man. You know what it is, yeah? That's thrown me off. I won't lie to you guys. That has thrown me off because I wasn't expecting to have that type of technical difficulty when it comes to doing this live. I actually wasn't expecting that. I'm just gonna double check because I'm a little bit paranoid now because okay, that's better. Okay, we good. I'm a little bit paranoid because of how everything turned out and how everything was in terms of the live. But everything should be good now. Welcome to Forever Undisputed. I will be talking about Frimpong to Liverpool basically being done. Kerkez and Wirtz are the new fresh targets that are arising for Liverpool right now. But yeah, if you guys haven't, hit the like button, like, share, subscribe, do whatever you may need to do in order to be here for this live stream. And yeah, there's a lot to unpack. Let's start off by saying that Liverpool are the Premier League champions, and it's never felt so great. It's never felt so good to be Premier League champions, man. Honestly, it's never felt so great. It's never felt so good to be Premier League champions. Let me say that one more time like Dr. Umar would say. It has never felt so great. It has never felt so good to be the champions of the Barclays. Is it still of the Premier League? You get what I mean? It's never felt good. And as a Liverpool fan, I'm ecstatic. I don't care that we lost to Brighton. I don't care for the lack of application. If anything, I expected that to happen because of the fact that the only thing I saw about the players was the fact that Slot was in Ibiza and the players were in Dubai. So I wasn't expecting no amazing performance against Brighton. I was expecting a team that did not care to show that they did not care on the pitch, which in spurts we looked good. We were inconsistent in certain areas, but overall I'm not really too fussed about it. Sunday is going to be the day where we lift up the Premier League, and it is going to be such amazing vibes as a whole, especially if you are going to be at the game, and obviously if you're someone that is traveling. It's going to be amazing vibes, and it's something that I'm really excited for. Hopefully we can get the win because it's good to end the season on a high. But overall, I'm not really too fussed. I'm not really too upset. I'm not really going to complain. I'm not really going to whine. I'm just looking forward to what we have in store for next season and signing Emmanuel Frimpong. I keep saying Emmanuel because the guy that used to play for Arsenal, Jeremy Frimpong, is a good start to that. And let's start off with the Jeremy Frimpong signing. I said, if you guys do not follow me on TikTok, I posted a lot, and obviously I made a couple of shorts on this. I said that signing Frimpong is an interesting signing, and I don't know how to feel about the signing of Emmanuel Frimpong. And this comes down to a multitude of factors. One of the major factors is the fact that I don't know how Liverpool are going to deploy him. Are we going to deploy him as a traditional right back? Are we going to deploy him as a wing back? Are we even going to try and evolve his game into him being a full-fledged winger and bring his Salah more centrally? I don't know. But what I do know is he's a maverick. He's very versatile, and he brings a lot to the game of football. And it shows a clear indication that Liverpool want pace from their fullbacks, and that's why we're also targeting Kerkez. And Frimpong is a guy that I'm really excited to see how we evolve the system. I've always been someone that's been open to see the progression of Liverpool, the evolution of Liverpool, and to see where Liverpool are going to evolve going forward. And signing him is exciting because he is a talent, and I feel like if the Anfield board feel like this is the guy they want to move forward with, let's see what he's got to offer. And yeah, that's really what I'm gonna say. I welcome Frimpong on board. The official announcement is not yet to happen. It hasn't happened yet. I'm expecting that tomorrow, but I'm not really too fast. Obviously, we know the deal's basically done. It's just all about the media stuff. But everybody loves the feeling of the confirmation, seeing him, seeing the interviews, seeing what he says about Liverpool, because, you know, that's always nice to see. But moving on. Let's move on. Let's talk about Kerkez. And obviously, what Liverpool seem to be doing now is taking care of the positions that we need. Frimpong, done. Release clause, done. That's basically done. And now we're at Kerkez, where this one's going to be slightly different because it was all about meeting Bournemouth's evaluation. Obviously, on the player side, he's going to be down to come to Liverpool. He's obviously got his captain, Soboslai, there because they both play for Hungary. And obviously, Liverpool would be a step up. But are Liverpool going to meet the evaluation? The evaluation is rumored to be around 45 million. So it'll be interesting to see if we are going to match that evaluation. Just pay the money. Just pay the money. We're at the stage in football where if you want a player and you really want him, just pay the money. Like I don't know why Liverpool do this, man. Like, Liverpool be haggling over 2 million, 5 million, 500,000, but it just comes down to this: just pay the money. It's just that simple. Do you want him or do you not want him? We want him. Put the 45 million down, get your full back, and then we move on to the next target. And obviously, this is the deal I wanted to get wrapped up quickly, and I want us to move into the number 10 and the striker positions that we're interested in. Okay, it's been officially announced. Wirtz is going by. Ah, for fuck's sake. Let me look it up. Let me look it up now. Let's look it up now. Let's look at this news now. Okay. Where's this been announced? Where has it been announced that Wirtz is going Bayern? Tell me where is. Let me see Fabrizio or David. Was it David Ornstein or someone? Or you just coming here to throw me off my river, man? where has it been announced? Oh man, you had me freaking. I didn't even get to talk about him. But let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is okay, this is from Fabrizio. Breaking news: Florian Wirtz is Liverpool's dream for the number 10 position, and bro, yo, you got me. Fair play. But let's go back to Kerkez, man, real quick. So Kerkez. I rate Kerkez highly. I think he's a good fullback. It reminds me of a young Andy Robertson. He's like 22 years old, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm on board with Kerkez. I feel like I'm very interested to see how Liverpool evolve in terms of this, and I like the whole approach of us just getting business done. So if we can get Kerkez over the line, that will be more than enough for me. But overall, what it's all about is about just like I said, get over the line, get the deal done quickly, let him go on holiday at the end of the season, let him have time with his family, girlfriend, kids, if he has kids. Just get the deal done, just get over the line, and so that we can move on to other targets. it's not really much to say. I know we're advanced on the player side, but it doesn't matter if we're advanced on the player side because he still has a contract with Bournemouth, and Bournemouth still have an evaluation. I feel like if Liverpool don't get Wirtz, just use the money for Osimhen. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm Nigerian, and I've watched Osimhen play in AFCON, and I'm not the biggest fan of Victor Osimhen, and that just stems down to the fact that I've seen him like Liverpool fans get on Darwin Núñez, but for Nigeria, there's not much of a difference between Osimhen and Darwin Núñez. I ain't gonna lie to you. They miss a lot of chances. Always offside, touch is heavy. Like, nah, it's not something I'm really gonna clamor for. If anything, if we're gonna spend big, which I feel like we're gonna spend big on a player, I would go big on I would test the waters with Isak. Try and talk to Isak. Try and see if there's any inkling that he will be interested in moving. If not, look at an Ekatike. I feel like he's got bags of potential. And look at I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The striker market is stinky. I was gonna say test the waters with Alvarez, but I know Alvarez ain't gonna leave. So there's no point entertaining a guy that's comfortable in a country that speaks the language that he speaks, that has the weather that he likes, and he's in Madrid. So why would he want to leave? But yeah, my three main targets for striker, I would go Isak, Ekatike, and then maybe a Osimhen or a Victor Kerkez. But I know we're not gonna go for Kerkez. I know we're not gonna go. Or the guy that plays for what's that team? That play the guy that plays for what's his name? The guy that plays for what's that team? The team that Lookman plays for. I can see their badge. Atalanta. The guy that plays for Atalanta. That their striker. He's pretty cold as well. But okay, let's see what you said. He's the best striker out there. Generates goals. He doesn't have the best players around. No, but here's the thing. He misses a lot of chances. In that road to the final that we made last year, he was terrible. He missed a lot. Nigeria created the most amount of big chances, and he missed the most amount of big chances. He was terrible. But I don't know. You could be right. Maybe he's a player that plays to the level of his competition. I don't know. At the end of the day, if Osimhen comes to Liverpool, I'm gonna back him. I'm gonna support him as much as I can. But me personally, I'm not really sold on him as a player so far, based on what I've seen of him, based on what he's done. I'm not really sold. He just gives me the vibe of someone that is incredibly athletic, and if he's in settings where he has an athleticism advantage, he's the type of guy that seems to abuse that. But that's just me. Honestly. I'm just checking if there's any news. But bro, you're wrong about Osimhen. He's different with Kerkez and Frimpong bombing down. Hey, like I said, maybe you're right. I can't really say too much on that. Well, like I said, maybe you're right. I can't really say too much on that. Maybe with the right players, right system, maybe he has a high volume of chances and whatnot. Okay, we got an on-steam bumper. Okay, obviously we're done with the Kerkez talk. We got on-steam bumper. Man City are expecting Florian Wirtz to join Bayern Munich, but not definitely. Liverpool are interested as well. Okay, that's nothing. Ornstein just you know what it is, yeah, with these journalists, because let's get to the meat and gritty of this whole thing, because we want to talk about Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is a standout person for this whole thing, so let's talk about Florian Wirtz right now. Obviously we spoke about Kerkez. There's not really too much to say on that. Obviously we spoke about Frimpong. There's not really too much to say on that. I rate both players. Let's see. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the live. Um, but yeah, um, what I will say about Wirtz is he's got to make a decision soon. As a Liverpool fan, this is PTSD. We've seen players reject us, man. We are the guy that has the flowers for the baddie that don't want us. Liverpool should just go for people that want you. There's a lesson learned in life, man. Love people that love you. Go for people that want you. That's what Liverpool should be doing. But Liverpool are trying to make a statement with this deal. But the reality of it is, when it comes down to this player, is that everything is in his hands, and obviously he's leaning to buying because that's the dream of a lot of German players to play for Bayern Munich. And I heard, I don't know if this is true, that Bayern haven't sold, and don't count that centre back, Bayern haven't received money from a player, apparently, since Michael Ballack. I don't know how true that is. But they haven't received money from Michael Ballack. And come on, guys, hit the like button, man. We got to get these likes up. You guys are here. We got to run up the likes. There's 6 people here. Get the likes up. Subscribe. We are going to be doing more live streams. I'm hyped. I'm excited about this new concept that we got going on, man. But yeah, we got 7 people here now. Get the likes up, man. We got 2 likes. We should really be having more likes because we got 7 people here. But anyways, back to Florian Wirtz. The reality of it is his decision is going to happen soon because obviously the season's over in the Bundesliga and he would like to have his future addressed before going on holiday, or if not, if he's already gone on holiday. So for him, and get commenting your opinions, by the way, guys. For him, it's all about trying to get a we got 9 people here, but damn, like yo, I haven't streamed in ages. We got 9 people. Okay. No, but what's it though? The thing about it is, yeah. At the end of the day, he's gonna make a decision soon. We got PTSD. We've been rejected by Chouameni. We've been rejected by Caicedo. We've been rejected by. It's loud and clear. All right. We've been rejected by Lavia. We've been rejected by Jude Bellingham. We've been rejected by Zubamendi. We've been rejected by a lot of players, and honestly, as a Liverpool fan, it's been dark times, man. Multiple therapy sessions, multiple crashing out. I know Monts from Big Six Bounce, shout out to that guy, has said he's ready to be hurt again. Well, I'm not. I'm not ready to be hurt again, nor do I want to be hurt again. What I want is for us to go for players that want us. Go for players that want to play for Liverpool, that want to commit their future to Liverpool. And as far as Florian Wirtz right now, all that's happening is journalists are just regurgitating the same information. Man City expect Liverpool to get Wirtz. No, not Liverpool. They expect Bayern to get Wirtz. Bayern are confident. Every other day, Bayern are confident. But Liverpool are pushing hard for the deal. And when someone, can someone explain this to me in the chat? Because I actually want to know your opinion. And I'm generally curious about this. What does pushing hard mean? In a sense, trying to convince the player. Like, what do you say? Like I'm being dead serious. What do you say? Like, I'm pushing hard for the deal. I'm trying to push hard for the. What does that mean? Like for real. Like, what does that mean? When I hear this, I'm mad confused at what that means. Because yeah, you can push hard for the deal, but what does that mean? Does that mean like what we offering his family money? Like, are we offering them a car, a house? Like what does it mean when you're saying you're pushing hard for the deal? Because to me, like what I don't know what that does to help us get the player. But overall, I think Wirtz is gonna go Bayern Munich. I think it's gonna happen, and I think the suspense and the long wait is making me suffer because there's always an inkling of hope that he will go to Liverpool. There's like a tiny smidgen of hope that he'll go to Liverpool. Yes, champions. We are the champions, yes. We are the champions, man. Man, like I said, it's a great time to be a Liverpool fan, man. Like, there's literally there's no complaints, man. I love this club, man. I love this club so much, man. Honestly, I love this club. But overall, what do you guys think? Let me know. Where's Florian Wirtz gonna go to? Maybe we should get a poll going. That's no real point, man. We got like 7 people here, so there's not really a point getting a poll going. But let me know what you guys think. Where do you think Florian Wirtz is going? Where should he go? Me personally, in my personal opinion, I think he's gonna go Bayern, and I think he's dragging this out because Bayern are struggling to get funds to agree a deal, and Liverpool is the reinsurance policy, and if things fall through, like we're the side chick, that will get hit up if they don't, if the main squeeze ain't interested. That's Liverpool right now. But yeah, hopefully we can get Florian Wirtz, but who knows. But if we don't get Florian Wirtz, who should we get? Me, in my personal opinion, I like Ryan Cherki. I'm a big fan of him. His creative ability. He led the league in the most amount of assists for Liga, and he's one of the best dribblers out there. Good with both feet, very creative, and he's someone that can give a lot of creativity to our team. And that's a player that I would generally look at if I'm Liverpool Football Club. And at 19 million, we put a little bit of money on that, and then we go for Isak. Like I said, I want Isak. That's the guy I want, and hopefully Liverpool can test the waters with that if we don't use the Florian Wirtz money on Florian Wirtz. So spend 19 million. You know what? Yeah, let me say this. It's because it just came to my mind. I would rather spend 19 million on Ryan Cherki and get Isak than sign Florian Wirtz. I know a lot of people would rather do Florian Wirtz and Ekatike, but I'd rather do 19 million and Florian Wirtz. That's me personally. I'd rather do 19 million and Florian Wirtz, because regardless of whether we get Wirtz or not, we are expected to get a striker, a centre back, and a that's pretty much it. Striker, centre back. I would love for us to get a DM. Oh my lord, I would love for us to get a DM, but I doubt that we'll get a DM. But that would be the dream, because Liverpool don't do full-fledged windows. We do half-baked windows. So that would be the absolute dream. But moving on. So we've covered the Florian Wirtz stuff, and obviously you guys can see Cunha in the title. And there's a couple of other topics I need to get to. And one of the other topics that I need to get to with you guys is the what is it? The Benjamin Sesko talk. That's something that we need to talk about. We need to talk about Benjamin Sesko coming to Liverpool potentially, because I've heard that Liverpool are interested in Benjamin Sesko, and obviously the links with Diaz going to Barcelona has heated up. So there's a chance that Diaz could be leaving Liverpool, and we're gonna get around to that as well. So let me know what you want to talk about next, guys. Do you want to talk about Benjamin Sesko? Do you want to talk about Diaz potentially going to Barcelona? Let me know. Comment it down. Or do you want to talk about Cunha being close to Man United? Let me know. Put it down, man. I'll give you guys a few minutes to decide. And once you guys decide, we are going to go from there. Let me know. If you guys don't decide, I'm gonna decide myself, because that's how we roll, Yeah, let me know. Let me know which one you want to talk about, and also hit the like button, man. You guys, man, we need to grow this community. We need to grow this live stream. Obviously, the structure isn't the best, and the best I would like it to be, but it's a work in progress. We're still trying to progress forward and move forward up in the world in terms of the lives and whatnot. But yeah. Let me know. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. I'm going to see if I can get somebody else on, if anybody's interested in hopping on this live. Let me see if I can get one of my homies on. this live to see if they want to talk about it with me and talk about the Turkey potential links and all these other stuff. Let me take a look to see who is available. But yeah, let me know what you want to talk about. I'll give you guys about 5 seconds to decide, because if you guys don't decide, I'm going to do it myself. And yeah, this is just me trying to have better interaction with you guys and whatnot. But let me see. Let me see if I can see if Jamie Phillips wants to get on this live. Okay, let me just make this quick post. Let me put my mic down real quick so I can make this quick post. Okay. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Okay. Since nobody's deciding, I'll do it myself. So, let's talk about Cunha, because my thoughts are pretty brief on Cunha. Cunha to Man United. What do I think? I think it's a step in the right direction for Man United. I think Cunha's a nice little tidy player. Last season was his breakout season. I know he had some struggles with, I think he was at RB Leipzig. Let me double check if Cunha was at RB Leipzig. I know he was at Atletico Madrid, but let me check if he was at RB Leipzig. I'm pretty sure, yes, he was at RB Leipzig. And I'm going to say this. This is Cunha's breakout year. He didn't have the best of success at RB Leipzig. He had he didn't have the best success at Atletico Madrid, so that's why they loaned him out. And obviously, he's having the best period of his whole entire career currently right now at Man United. I was gonna say at Man United. He's having the best period of his career at my mind's gone blank, man. I'm getting distracted. Okay, he's having the best period of his career at Wolves right now, and he has a release clause which is set to be triggered or has already been triggered by Man United. And at £60 million, if you're looking at what's on the market, that's not a bad deal. The thing about Cunha is Cunha gonna suffer the fate that every player suffers going to Man United. Every time a player goes to Man United, it's like Space Jam over there. You guys know when they lose their powers, that's what Man United seems like. Like we saw Anthony looking terrible. We used to call him a fidget spinner, and now you're seeing Anthony looking like a completely different player in La Liga. It could be La Liga tax. It could be the fact that Man United have the knack of holding a bunch of people back. And I feel like it could be just a mixture of both. It's just poor fit and not really understanding the profile player that they have. But Man United has been a talent graveyard for the last... I'll probably say like 4 or 5 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, it's been a talent graveyard. Not many players have succeeded there. And if they have, at best, it's been underwhelming. And even the ones that have succeeded, like Bruno Fernandes, a lot of people weren't really high on him the way they are now. So when you factor all of that into account and you break that down, what happens is it's a very heavy jersey with heavy expectations, with a lack of organization, a lack of ideas, a lack of planning, a lack of direction, a lack of leadership, a lack of effort, a lack of stadium that is leaking. They just lack a lot of key things to make a well-run club, because they're not a well-run club. Their stadium's leaking. Obviously, they get a new stadium that they're working on, but overall, it hasn't been a good environment to make talents progress to the next level. And from an Amarin standpoint, Cunha is a good player. It just comes down to whether they can lock him in to continue on with his performances and whether they can elevate him to be a guy that can propel them back into a European football, i.e. Champions League football, which, by the way, if they win the Europa League, they'll already be in the Champions League. But let's see what he can do in terms of that. But overall, I would say it's about a 7 to 8 out of 10 signing. Solid player, step in the right direction. And for them, it's all about getting rid of the deadwood and trying to get players that fit Amorim's system and trying to give Amorim time, because you're going to need to give him time. You're going to really need to give him time, because people need to understand that you can't constantly be doing rebuilds because you're just wasting money, because a manager could come in and not want a player, and it's just terrible, man. Get a manager, commit to the manager, give the manager time, let him implement his philosophy and tactics. If players don't fit, they're already at the club, offload them and bring players that do fit. That's how you move the club forward in that aspect. A lot of talking there, but yeah, that's my opinion on the Cunha stuff. Not really much to say. Good signing. Nothing that's gonna move them into winning a league. It's just like, you know what I mean. But let's talk about Benjamin Sesko. I trust Liverpool. I trust the board. I trust Arne Slot. I trust the club overall. But I do not trust this signing. Benjamin Sesko is a guy that, me personally, I will get behind, but I'm very skeptical. I am very, very skeptical about Benjamin Sesko because let's bring up Sesko's stats. You know what? I'll even share my screen for you guys. Let's see. Benjamin Sesko. Let's see. Okay. Benjamin Sesko stats. Let's go here. Okay, let's see. And by the way, they went in for 100 million. 100 million for Benjamin Sesko. Okay. So 33 games, 13 goals in the league, and in all competitions he has 45 goals. I mean, he's got 21 goals in 45 games. Is that a £100 million player? Let me know. To you guys, would you pay £100 million for a guy that's played almost 50 games and got 21 goals? Like for real. Let's be real here, guys. Would you pay that money? Like it was all fun and games as saying that he's got bags of potential, but Liverpool are not in a position to get a project striker. Let's be real with ourselves. We are not in a position to get a project striker. Nor should we be campaigning for one. We tried the project striker route with Nunez and it didn't work. We are in position to defending the Premier League title. So what we get is a player that is going to send shockwaves to the team. And Sesko is just not going to do that. That's just me being real. Sesko's not going to do that. He's not going to do it at all. I don't support this signing. I'm not excited about this signing. And I'm very concerned about the fact that Liverpool wants to sign him. Can he be on the short list? Yeah, man, he could be on the short list, man. And you know how like you have stuff on your short list, but you're not trying to entertain it at all. Like he can be on the short list. That's cool for him. Honestly speaking, that's nice for him. But me personally, I ain't trying to entertain it. I'm not trying to entertain it. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am not in no shape or form am I trying to entertain it. Because I don't want him at Liverpool. I don't want him at the AXA Arena, the AXA training ground. I don't want him there. If I see him there, I hope security comes, escorts him and say, bro, you're lost. Turn around, take your bags, go elsewhere. And this ain't any offense to him. And he can come into Liverpool and prove me wrong. But at the end of the day, we deserve a proven commodity. We shouldn't be in a position hoping for a guy to bag. That's not the position that Liverpool Football Club should be in. And me personally, I don't want Benjamin Sesko. I don't support the signing of Benjamin Sesko. Yes, he scored nice goals. Yes, in certain clips, he looks very slick on the ball. Big 6'5" guy. Looks like he's got something about him. 22 years old, but the output ain't there. Could he become the guy? Yes, yes. Just like Nunes, both of them got potential. But I don't want potential. And I did say Ekitike. So let's look at Ekitike's numbers. Let's look at Hugo Ekitike's numbers. Is this the guy we should be going for? Hugo Ekitike. Let's scroll down. Let's see. Okay, nope. Hugo Ekitike. This season. Hugo Ekitike. Oh, freaking hell, they're the same. They're the same. They're the same. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I actually thought their stats were further apart. Except Ekitike is better in the league. Yeah, Ekitike is better in the league. And he has a better assist number. Let me see something. Yeah, Ekitike is better all round in terms of his playmaking. In terms of eye test, they're very close. I'm not gonna lie to you, they are very close. Both big guys, 6'4". But overall, I'm not gonna lie, man. If it comes down to them two, flip a coin. You know what? I'll say this. If we get Florian Wirtz, you can get either one. I don't give a shit. Like I may sound crazy. You can get either one. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. They're the same to me. Except I like Ekitike's game more in terms of how he looks on the eye. But to me, don't give a shit. But overall, it's not really much of a difference between the two. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that. Liverpool won. Benjamin Sesko. Not a big fan of it. Don't support it. Not really going to be for it. But if he comes to the club, get behind the players per usual. And yeah, let's see what he does if he was to come to Liverpool. That's all I can say on that. What else? Let's see if there's anything else to talk about. If not, we can wrap up this stream. Let me go and see the world of Liverpool news. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, Lucho Diaz. Let's get this on the screen. Okay. You see it on your screen. You see it. Let's see. Never seen this journalist in my life, but he's from Sport. Sport is a credible journalist. I don't know what country that's from. I think that's a Spanish one. Don't know. From Sport. Okay. So, breaking news. Barcelona are considering Luis Diaz as their number one target for a while. They've considered Luis Diaz as the number one target for a while. They're doing their calculations. Player is eager to come. Okay, let's get this down. Okay, we gotta close this. Let's get this down. Okay. Luis Diaz. Let me say this. Luis Diaz, I rate him. I think he's a good player. Could we upgrade on him? Yes and no. Yes, meaning that obviously if you're able to acquire a Cavaskelia or a who's a good winger? Who's a good winger? Or there's not really that much left wingers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Diaz is one of the best out there. I'm gonna be real. He's one of the best out there, and for the last couple of years, Diaz has been linked with a move to Barcelona. He's been their number one target for the last couple of years, and Barcelona have yet to pull the trigger. Does that mean they're not gonna pull the trigger this time round? Obviously not. But what it does mean is that they have been thinking about posturing, jockeying around this guy for quite some time. Diaz is obviously going to be keen on the move because he is a guy that is South American. And South Americans love to play for Real Madrid or Barcelona. It's just how the game is. The game's game, you know? So that's just how it is in terms of that aspect. As far as where I think he would go, it comes down to two things. Who's the replacement? The replacement will probably be Anthony Gordon because he's the guy that we've been linked with for quite some time now. I'm pretty sure Anthony Gordon signed a new contract at the start of this season. Not too sure about that. But as far as Lucho Diaz is concerned, if Barcelona are serious and they actually make a move and they put in a bid, Luis Diaz will go. But I don't think Luis Diaz is going to be clamoring for a move. What I think is this. There's two options. Luis Diaz wants a new contract or he's gone. He wants a new contract or he's gone. Those are the only two scenarios. If Luis Diaz stays, he signs a new deal. If he doesn't sign a new deal, he's gone. Like, I don't mind him staying. I'm not going to beg for him to stay. It's just one of those things where it just is what it is. If he stays, cool. If he goes, cool. As long as we get a good replacement. So, as far as Luis Diaz is concerned, he can do whatever he wants to do. You're a Premier League champion. You're an FA Cup winner. You're a Carabao Cup winner. You have done almost everything you could possibly do at Liverpool. The only thing that is still there to be done at Liverpool is winning the Champions League. And one other thing I got to say about Luis Diaz that a lot of people need to keep in mind about this move. Luis Diaz is a left winger / false nine that's come on in time. I'm looking at this right now and I saw this news. Okay, let's look at this right now. Luis Diaz will cost up to 85 million euros. But I'm going to get this up on your screen so you guys can see this because this is very important news that pertains to Diaz as well. Okay, this is Kevin De Bruyne's last home game. Okay. Boom. Rafinha. Barcelona have reached an agreement with Rafinha over a new deal, all done. The Brazilian will sign until June 2028. One more important renewal for Barcelona with Deco's huge work in recent months. Flick signs new deal tomorrow, and then time for Rafinha. Okay, so as you guys can see here, Rafinha signed a new deal. And obviously we know Lewandowski's getting up there in age. Are Barcelona reverting to a potential false nine situation? Or are they trying to get more depth? So, either Rafinha or Luis Diaz is going down the middle. I'm guessing in this scenario, it'll be Lucho Diaz going down the middle. If they were to sign Luis Diaz. But yeah, man, it depends. Because I'm not going to lie. If I'm Barcelona... take Nunez. He's right there. And I like Nunez. But take him. Take him. You can have him. You know what I mean? You can have him. He's a striker. You need a striker. Barcelona always functions well with a I can't say traditional 9 because they had Messi at false 9. They function well with a 9. And also they have Fabregas there. They function well with a 9. So get Nunez. Thread him some through balls. Yes, there may be times where he may hit the post from an open goal or blaze it into Rosette or look like Bambi on ice when he's on the ball. But he can run, he can cause chaos, and he can produce some moments of magic every now and again. So that's something that Barcelona should definitely consider. But overall, Do you guys think Luis Diaz will make the move to Barcelona, or do you think it's just one of the things where Barcelona are just weighing up their options and trying to see who could add to the team that they already got? But overall, guys, I want to know what you guys think about that. And yeah, overall, yeah, I think that's the live, man. There's not really much for me to say. Not really much for me to talk about. I'm gonna go get food. I'm gonna relax, and hopefully the Wirtz news is good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Link to all that in the description. I'm gonna put all the timestamps in tomorrow so you guys can see that. The 7 people that have just joined, you are welcome. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, and also keep an eye on the playback and the clips that will be posted from this. Obviously, if you guys do not know, I got another channel called It's Dr. Blick, and that channel we post skits and short films and